Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we are going to learn how to make this padded pleated sleeve. If this is something that interests you, make sure you like this video so that YouTube can recommend this video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. So let's get right into the video. So I'm using bridal satin as the material, okay, and I have this padded wadding, which is a medium size one here. So I'm going to be using 2 for 1 sleeve. That means you need 4 for 2 sleeve. Okay, so this is it. Make sure you've ironed it. Okay, mine is wrinkled, but I'm still going to iron it out. So the length of this top depends on how wide, on how long or wide you want this to be. Okay, so mine is, the length is about 12 inches. So when I fold it, I have 6 inches. So you need to mark from your armhole at the front to the armhole at the back, and then you measure how free you want it to be. If you don't want it fitted, okay, you measure how free you want it to be. So I have about 12.5 inches here, and the width is about 6 inches. So by the time I take half an inch on at the top and the down part, I'll be left with about 5 inches, which is still okay. So I'm going to use this fabric now to cut out the pad. I'm only cutting the pad for one of the pieces. Okay, one of the pieces is going to have the pad. Okay, so place your fabric on the pad like this, and then you go ahead and cut it out. So after cutting it, make sure you trim it off to have equal, for the two to be equal. Okay, so the next thing I'll go and do now is to go and iron the pad on the fabric. Okay, you're going to iron it. So after ironing, I'll bring it back. Okay, so another thing I'm going to do now is to reduce the sides by half an inch. Since I'm still going to be stitching the side, okay, I'm going to reduce it so that the side is not going to be too bulky by the time I stitch it at the side. So this is me reducing both sides by half an inch. You can just cut out 1 inch on one side, okay, instead of cutting it half inch on both sides. So I'll go ahead now and iron this with my steaming iron. So guys, I've already ironed my pad on the fabric, so I'm going to take the other fabric. Okay, so the two fabric, the right side of the two fabric is going to be facing each other. All right, and I'm going to be sewing on that sewing allowance that I have on both sides. I'll flip it now and sew the other side. So after sewing this side, go ahead and trim off the excess allowance you have, and then you turn it to the right side. After turning to the right side, you should have something like this. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to start sewing, and you're going to be leaving about half an inch interval from each of the stitch you are making. Make sure you leave half an inch interval. This sleeve is very easy to make. So I'm going to repeat it till I'm done. So here is my sleeve. So the next thing now is to pleat the lower parts, is to pleat both sides. Okay, I'm going to be pleating the two sides of this sleeve just as the picture we have in the thumbnail. Okay, you're going to pleat it. So wherever you fold your pleat, okay, when you are making the other side, make sure the pleats on both sides are facing the same direction. Okay. So I'm going to repeat that for the other side as well. Then you go ahead and stitch it down. So guys, you should have something like this after stitching. Just go ahead and sew it to your sleeve Thank you for watching this video to the end, and make sure you like this video so that YouTube can recommend my video, and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye.